Hey everyone, Attorney Davis Younts here. A lot of people have been asking me for my thoughts as a retired military officer on the nomination of Pete Hegseth for Secretary of Defense. And I just want to say I fully support it. There are several reasons that I support it, and I know there's going to be some controversy with this pick. There's going to be a lot of people talking about questions about his backgrounds, allegations, and other things that are there. And here's what I want to say about that. First of all, this man is innocent. Until proven guilty. Any criminal cases against him have been resolved without criminal charges. Second, I want to tell you that he is someone who has made mistakes in his life, but is now a Christian brother. He attends a great church and has committed his life to Christ and to raising his family right. So I think he's been very public and clear about mistakes he's made in his past, and that's a good thing. That's a positive thing. We want to see redemption stories. We want to see people mature and become good leaders, not just in their profession, but also with their family and home. And I think he's demonstrated an ability to do that. But the other thing I want to say is this. He may not have what people think would be DC experience working at the Pentagon or otherwise, but I think that's absolutely what the Department of Defense needs right now. Why? There have been a series, an absolute continuous series of abject failures by the Department of Defense and by the Pentagon, and things need to change. First of all, the DoD cannot pass an audit. They have failed 7 in a row. They have never passed an audit. That's something simple. There is no business in the world, there is no nonprofit that if they could not pass 7 audits in a row, the leadership would not be removed. So that's one example. Another example is the disastrous withdrawal from Afghanistan. That was a clear reflection of a lack of leadership and a lack of courage within the Department of Defense and within the Pentagon. The final one I'll comment on was the COVID response. The way the Department of Defense responded to COVID was a decision to ignore the constitutional rights and the religious freedom of military members, to trample those rights, and to ignore constitutional protections, which prevent the Department of Defense from engaging in medical experimentation on military members. So after these recent series and this ongoing series of failures, we have seen a Department of Defense that is more concerned with DEI initiatives and implementing progressive, woke ideology than they are with lethality and readiness. That is a significant problem. So it is time, just like it would be in any large organization, any business, any professional football team. If you had failure after failure that was not just a reflection of mistakes being made or a lack of talent, but was a reflection of a culture problem, you wouldn't just promote an assistant coach that was part of the problem. You would bring in an outsider. That's what President Trump is doing with Pete Hegseth. So for many, many reasons, I support and fully endorse this nomination. And I'm going to do everything I can with any platform I can to vocally support this, because I think this is what's in the best interest of military members that are still serving. I think it's what's in the best interest of the Department of Defense as an organization. And I think it's what is in the best interest of our national security. Hey, thanks for listening. Take care.